What's up, guys? It's Clark Farenthal back here with VegasOdds.com. Just like the rest of you, still sitting here waiting for my Juan Soto deal to cash. I know, waiting a little bit longer here. Reports still swirling, but I'm confident that that trade's coming in real soon here with less than 48 hours to go in the deadline. However, while we wait, I figured, why not toss a bone out to the people, give them out another pick that I like. Not for baseball, though. I'm going to transition over to a futures bet that I always love to make every single year, which would be the Offensive Rookie of the Year for the NFL. Now, for me, I know a lot of people say the Rookie of the Year competition on the offensive side of the ball is always favored towards quarterbacks. I do agree with that sentiment. However, I think this year is going to be the exception, just like last year sort of was too, with the downplaying of quarterbacks last year and Jamar Chase winning it. I think for what I'm looking for this year, with guys being like Pickett as your first round dudes and, other players like Willis and Ritter going later than expected, you'll see a more rise from the skill position players to have the better chance of winning the award. So for me, the biggest thing that I wanted was, go after the guys who are the biggest playmakers, but are also in a situation that they're going to win, possibly, or break out with the team. And 3, also be in a spot that's a higher market area. I know you could say, well, Jamar Chase won it last year. He played in Cincinnati well. Cincinnati got a lot of press because of the run that they went on. So the player that I'm looking at this year, who I think in some ways projects similar to Chase, is a guy that's going to reside in the city of New York playing for the New York Jets, and that would be Garrett Wilson at plus 1,100 odds right now to win the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. In his final year at Ohio State, he had 1,058 yards, 12 touchdowns, and averaged 19 yards per reception. One of the biggest things that he has going for him in my mind that I really enjoy about Garrett Wilson's play is his ability to make plays after the catch. I think a lot of times, a player like Drake London, who people could also be really high on, is that he's a guy who's a contested catch dude, which Wilson is also, but it kind of stops more there than anything else. I think when you look at Garrett Wilson, you see a player who, when he gets the ball in his hands, has the ability to make a house call at any time. And that just makes his explosive plays more likely, and his ability to flash on TV and garner more attention that much more likely. That's one of my biggest things. I think when you look at Wilson, the ability after the catch, along with the contested ball, is huge for him. And I know he's maybe not the most polished route runner, but again, if you look at the guy that won the award last year, Chase, one of the bigger knocks, along with the stupid hand comments, was the fact that, he wasn't maybe a little bit undersized. You couldn't go up there. I think Wilson does everything that you want in a receiver. He's explosive. He makes plays all over the field. He's going to be huge. And really importantly is he can play all 3 wide receiver positions. You can line him up on the outside of the X to the Y, or you can put him in the slot. That's huge. It's going to allow him to be on the field a lot more than someone say like Drake London, who can only really play the outside and would never really be slotted in onto the inside. My second big reason is I also think the Jets are a team that will exceed expectations in 2022, and also because I think the guy throwing the ball, Zach Wilson, is poised for an improved year. And those two tandem together will be a marriage that I think works really, really well. Again, the Jets over-under, I don't remember off the top of my head, is maybe 5 or 6 wins. I think this is a team that's going to surprise a lot of people, maybe end up with 7 or 8. I know the schedule is really difficult, but I like what the direction the Jets are in, and I think a lot of people are on that idea right now, and that plays into helping Garrett get more opportunities to be seen, and I think with the Jets playing better, he'll be a big part of that. Now, the third reasoning, which people may call arbitrary, but I think holds up, is the fact that Wilson is going to be playing for the New York Jets. Yes, do they play in East Rutherford, New Jersey? Sure, but everyone associates him with the metropolitan area of New York. He'll have the spotlight and attention on him if he plays, and it's going to be noticeable all the time. Just look back to the New York Giants when Odell Beckham, yes, he had one of the greatest catches ever that helped, that case itself. But Odell got a lot more attention than he probably would have because he was playing for the Giants. I think the same can be said about Garrett Wilson. If he goes out there and continues to flash a ton and plays really well, Garrett Wilson will be all that you hear about. He will be the talk of the town in that city. He'll be all over the billboards. Him and Zach Wilson will be out there doing ridiculous commercials together, I'm sure, on all over Fifth Avenue at some point. I think that's a big part of that people don't always consider, is that while he's not the quarterback position, he'll certainly get a ton of light in the New York City area. So if we run right back through it, to me, again, it starts off first and foremost with what Wilson does when he's on the field. He's an explosive playmaker. He not only, when the ball is in his hands, is a threat to go get 6 anytime, but he's also a dude who, even at 6 foot, is a really good contested catcher. I like what you get in volumes from both of that. Again, I understand the knock. He's not the most polished guy out there, but I'll take the raw, high ceiling over anything else. Along with that, I think the Jets are a team that's poised to break out a little bit, and if they do, it's going to be because of him directly and Zach Wilson and the other guys like Elijah Moore on the outside. And then finally, again, just the last point, as silly as it sounds, it's true, though. He's in a big market. The Jets are a team that if they play well, will be concentrated on because of where they are themselves. So overall, yes, plus 1,100 is a little bit long, sure, but I really like the opportunity. To me, he's favored over other guys in my mind, like Chris Olave, who's going to be sitting behind Mike Williams, Mike Thomas, who's going to get more opportunities in New Orleans. And Drake London, who I just don't think is going to get the ball to him that much because the Falcons are going to be so bad. So overall, at plus 1,100, I really like Garrett Wilson to go out there and win that award. So for VegasOdds.com, have some faith, throw some little future bet down there. I got you guys. See you next time.